these for? Who's going to wear that? There were adult pyjamas with, like, Mickey Mouse on them at Christmas. Who's going to wear that?
I've got a Mickey Mouse onesie, actually. But that's
oh, no.
That is God, it's a morning of confessions, is it? I'm in the dress department. No. Obviously, M&S goes in cycles. Sometimes its clothes are very much on point and they hit a rich seam.
Great bras.
And other times, of course, they tend to go off the boil as fashion ebbs and flows, and a huge business tries to keep up.
Yeah.
What I would say, and I don't want to pour cold water on what are generally pretty good sales from two of our biggest retailers, of course, who employ, between them tens of thousands of people and keep the end up on lots of British high streets in towns and cities. We want these stores to succeed. We want to celebrate their success on GB News. But I wouldn't be Liam Halligan unless I pointed out that even though these headline figures are very good, they are less than the rate of inflation, which is, of course, 10 or 11%. So even though the amount of money people are spending is going up by 5%, 6%, in real terms, in terms of the goods they're actually getting, the volume of goods, they're falling because the value of their money is being eroded.
That's what I was just going to say.
And this is what inflation does. It turns really good headline figures, when you look under the bonnet, as it were, into rather more concerning headline figures, and we have to point that out too.
So it's not necessarily that they've sold more stuff. They've sold stuff and had more income from that, but that's because the prices were higher. That's
right. So they've sold lower volumes.
That's right.
But the amount, the absolute number of pounds and pence has gone up. But they're lower volumes, and consumers are getting less because stuff is more expensive. Particularly food. We know that food price inflation is more like 15 or even 20%. We know that from the likes of the British Retail Consortium. We even know that from the Office for National Statistics numbers.
Is it all valid, that, Liam? I was at the supermarket. I was at Tesco's last night, actually, and I was chatting to my checkout lady.
Picking up a few bits?
I was
You're going for a few bits. You spent 100 quid.
That's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
And I was chatting to the checkout lady because I deliberately do the one with a human being on it because I quite like human beings. That tends to be a theme of this show. And so we were having a little chat, and she was pretty straight. Oh, look at the olive oil. That's gone up. Oh, look at the bread. That's gone up. And she was... And I said to her, are they taking the mickey? They don't need to be charging these prices now, do they?
I wouldn't cast aspersions on any of our main high street food retailers. And I'd say, Bev, there is a lot of profiteering going on. There is a lot of what we call price gouging. There are lots of companies in the UK and elsewhere who use an inflationary environment to take the mickey, shall we say, on daytime television. I don't think that the food retailers are into that category. I do think food retailing in this country is broadly pretty competitive. We're seeing how Aldi and Lidl are being rewarded for their discounting strategies, and we're seeing the mid-market brands, your Tesco's, Sainsbury, Asda, even Waitrose, more upmarket, responding. Where there is competition, consumers benefit. And I do think we have retail competition among our food retailers. Farmers would say they get a raw deal, but I think consumers get a decent deal. Where there isn't decent competition, if I may say so, this is a point of view, they would deny it, of course, Your Honour, things like the house building industry, the telecoms industry, some of the petrol retailers. I don't think there is full and fair competition in those sectors. But again, that is a point of view. That's not a fact.
And very diplomatically and beautifully put, Liam Halligan. Will you come in your Mickey Mouse onesie next time?
I charge extra. Inflation, darling.
Right, don't forget to vote in our Twitter poll.